All right, what's up? Welcome back. Here we are recapping the day, October 13th, 2022, finishing decent green, base hit kind of green, 117. Didn't do much trading today, only 88 orders, and traded one stock. So it's going to be a very quick recap, so not going to take up too much of your time. But LASE was the leading pre-market gapper from yesterday overnight and then into 7 a.m. She squeezed about 40, 50, 45%, 45, 48%. Pre-market, I didn't catch any of this. I didn't do any pre-market trading, but I was able to capture this small little front side move, breaking out of the pre-market highs, and was able to get a small green. And that was it. After this, after 10 o'clock, after this this knife here, I called it and went to enjoy my day. So let's just get right to the meat of the day, which is LASE at the open. If you're still watching, do hit the thumbs up button. Any new viewers, subscribe. I post a recap video every day, Monday through Friday, and always like to sprinkle in a little bit of special videos on the weekends to surprise you guys. So let's take a look at the video. Actually, I'm going to open up with a different program. All right. So LASE potato chips, laser photonics, LASE Photonics Corporation. So we're going to open up here, and so right now we have sort of a bottom forming around $95 and $4, and we have a pre-market pivot at $4.15. So there's either going to be an entry off the lows if it's going to reclaim $4.95 and $4 at the open, or we're going to see something attempting to break the pre-market pivot, which could also be an entry, the break of the pre-market pivot. Those are two potential scalp plays. So it looks like we're holding high towards the pre-market pivot. And I take it off pretty quick there. Small gain. Usually the first order, the first 1 minute candle is always sketchy. You never know if it's going to be a slow order, so that's why I was in only 100 shares. But it was pretty good orders. And overall, this was a pretty clean ticker, not going to lie. Orders were nice and smooth. The price action wasn't too choppy. So I bumped it up to 250. Here I'm getting for the break of 415. I sold a little bit too soon. Missed maybe about 4 cents on that. So it's a shame, but here we have a micro pullback, and it looks like we're holding 415. So I'm going to buy and sell for 1 cent gain, maybe a break even. So I'm only up $3 on the day. So far, not too good. Not too good. The range isn't that good actually on LASE. From this from here to the high is only 20 cents. It's not having a lot of volatility, I guess I could say. But it's enough to make some money. It's enough to make money. So here we this was a weak false breakout. It took a long time to break down here, and so I'm starting to think that there's buyers supporting this. So since it's kind of taking it a little slow, I'm gonna get in on this dip. Take a quick 1 cent. Let's get back in. 412 seems to be holding. So we have on the tape here 23,600 shares on the ask, kind of walking it down. So the signal to buy is when this block of sellers, this is the value of the level 2 and the active trader ladder. in the tape is when you start seeing big orders like this walking the price down, once you see this order start to get chipped away, you want to buy. You want to buy, and you want to buy fast. So here it's kind of getting thicker and thicker, and 30,000. And there we're going from 30,000 to 26,000. And then, so not really any clear sign of buyers. And then, boom! Do you see that? It was so quick. It was so quick. Let's see it again. It was so quick. Let's see. Is that it? No. Oh! Let's try to get it again. Come on. There we go. See, the tape started speeding up a little bit. And then there we go. Immediately it knocked it down to 8,000 shares. And I immediately, when I saw that, I bought. I think I got filled at 15, but I still got a nice 4 cents or so. About 4 cents. Small size. Now I'm bumping up to 500 shares. And we're holding. Dang it. So now it looks like on this candle, we're holding kind of high here. That's what I thought. I thought we were just going to be a little 1 minute bull flag and we're going to continue. And so I'm getting in for a break to the upside and it doesn't go. I see that big order come back in and you can tell that didn't get filled because it kind of disappeared. So it took about a scratch trade there. Now it goes lower and now boom, like wow, this was nice. 500 break tailing that break even. Still got that block of sellers there and boom, as soon as that broke, that was really, look at the level 2. It actually was lagging when it broke before it said it broke on the level 2. What is this? What is this? This don't make no sense. So yeah, Thinkorswim really screwed up there, but yeah, this order had to have gotten filled. Now we're ripping higher. This is a buy all day. This is a buy all day. Boom, get in at 17, adding at 18, adding again at 18, struggling, selling at 19.5, selling at 20, selling at 20, getting back in for the break of highs. Man, come on, what's going on here? It's kind of stolen out. Where's the explosivity? And there kind of goes without me. Not as explosive. There we go, quick 3 cents there for a quick scalp. Now we're potentially going to run to the highs. So we got a huge volume candle going into the highs. Let's see if we can get a pullback there. Pullback entry at 23, selling at 26. Quick 3 cents, 750 shares. You actually really need to take big share size on this because the range wasn't a lot. So I'm up $70 right now. Still early. So here I'm trying to scalp the low there, take a loss. There I take maybe a break even. Then I was a little bit slow. I thought it needed to pull back a little bit more. And struggling up there at the top. Had a little bit of a false breakout there. And then it finally goes. Yee. What's going on there? Took a small loss there at the high. I added too high after the breakout. And there we go for the break at 440. You got a quick 2 cents. Up 91. Now it's starting to really get some range on there. So now we're looking for that next entry. Nice pullback here, entry. Boom, 435 out at 38. And now I want to be hesitant because we have this first pullback on the 1 minute, second pullback. This is going to be the third pullback. So third pullback, you want to be a little bit wary. I'm up 110. I believe my high was around 140. So I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Kind of still lingering, and then I think we slowly get bought up. We slowly get bought up in this candle, not too convincingly. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced yet. And so that's a bottoming tail. We try to break out there, we fail. Now I do a couple of scalps. Trying to get breakthrough 50, don't quite get it. I think I took maybe a break-even trade. Here, now it's a 5-minute pullback. I rejected that third 1 minute pullback, so now we're going to go for the 5-minute pullback. So if you look at the 5-minute chart, we're going to retest the 90 EMA on the 5 minutes. I apologize, that is my dog squeaking his toy. Seems like she stopped. So I tried buying the dip there, but okay, it's going down for sure. It's going down. Got to be patient. Boom, 429. Selling at 31, selling at 30, getting back in at 31, selling at 31.5. So I was a break even that last one, but I was doing 750 shares, and now I'm up 140. So I give back maybe, what is that, 25 bucks, $23 off the top. Not too bad. So I tried buying a dip there, but it's not, it's not as, doesn't have that much range. In a hotter market, this would have bounced and maybe retested 37, 38. So we're kind of hanging around these lows. Here now we're forming, this would have been a really good entry for that first 1 minute candle make new high. Break back over the 90 EMA. Boom, right there for 432. Boom. But it's not that much meat on the bone. You could have got a scalp there for maybe 1 or 2 cents, and it wasn't really convincing for follow through. And then it starts to inch up. I don't like when it breaks out by a cent and then it kind of like stalls for a couple seconds. And now look at that. That's not convincing at all. Look at that. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to go for, I thought this was going to flush even more, but yeah, this is an ABCD pattern. Now we go for 5-minute breakout. So it's a 5-minute bull flag. The 5-minute chart, I can show you here. So in the 1 minute, we fail that third pullback because we're due for that 5-minute pullback to the 9 EMA or the VWAP. Kind of both lined up here. We pull back to the VWAP and the 9 EMA. And the 9 EMA, and now we're forming some support here. Got a bull flag, a 5-minute, and then a ABCD the 1 minute. So usually the ABCD and the 1 minute and the 5-minute bull flag can coincide together, and those are what makes really explosive moves, because you got traders focusing on the 5-minute setups and you got traders focusing on the 1 minute setup. But as you can see here, it did not have any follow through. So I did get stuck in this for that $23 loss. So here we go for that break. I'm not even in it. I'm a little skeptical. We break out by a couple cents. And I'm like, all right, it's holding. We could go. So I'm getting in at 38. And I'm thinking we're going to push back up to the highs and break 450. And I was going to get aggressive. And then once this wick starts coming back to reversing, it's just cut it. No questions asked. I'm gone. Out at 432, 6-cent loss. 250 shares, only a starter. But if it did hold 440, 438, and run up to 450, you bet I would be adding until we got the break of 449 and 450. And that would have been a beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. And that was pretty much it for LASE. That was it. We had some moves on REV I saw, but I just didn't have the mental capacity to just trade this. It just felt like there was a lot of downside risk. I felt a lot of downside risk. We had SNTI as well. SNTI was another one. But again, like, these are former runners. They're not really strong catalysts on the day. And they don't have strong catalysts, and they're former runners, and the volume isn't very consistent as well. So you have like a couple spikes in volume of 300,000, and what you want to see 300,000 in volume consistently with every candle, not just one or two candles. So I mean, yeah, this is some good opportunity in SNTI and REV, but I think the best of the day, the most A+ like, it was LASE at the open. You had those three nice pullbacks, 1, 2, and 3, and maybe you could have bought off the 5-minute dip and sold for a nice 10 cents. Those are probably the most predictable setups because of the volume. Because at the high, you had 1.5 million, 1.7 million shares in volume, which is what you really want to see for some good momentum. And then even on the pullbacks, you would see high volume. And when it's a high volume, you're able to scalp on, just scalping off the lows, scalping up the highs because of all that liquidity. It's easier to get in and out. You're not struggling to get filled, or you're not struggling with the spread. When it's a lower volume stock, the spreads can be a little bit wider, so it's tougher to scalp, especially if you're a scalper. Yeah, you want something that's very high volume, and the spreads to be at least under 1%. So under 1% here would be under 4 cents. So I don't want to spread bigger than 4 cents on this stock, or else it's going to be like I got to sit on the bid because I don't want to take a 4-cent loss as soon as I buy. And yeah, so on bigger stocks, $10 stock, I don't want to see a spread larger than 10 cents, or else I'm sitting on the bid, and I can't really trade like a momentum trader. I got to trade like a range trader, or just a quick scalper, because I'm not able to, the risk profile is off because I'm adding on the ask and I'm taking those 10-cent loss, unless it's a really hot market, of course. Unless it's a really hot market, then it's a completely different story. But yeah, definitely spreads are a big part of being a profitable scalper, because you want to be able to get in and out and quickly scalp with tight spreads. Even on these pullbacks, you'll get, in retrospect, this wasn't a pullback that just went straight to 428 and closed. This went to 428, bounced up to 434, bounced down to 430, bounced back up to 434, and then closed at 428. And within that 1-minute candle, I'm able to take 2 or 3 trades, or 1, 2, or 3 trades. And if it's very volatile, you would just get that huge, just like erratic price action within one candle, and there's so much money to be made within that 1 minute, that 1-minute candle, and that's usually a result of high volume stocks, high volume with low floats. So I don't know, that's just a little tip that I have learned since scalping. But yeah, let's end this video. If you're still watching, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the last recap video of the week. So far, it's been a decent week. Need to finish strong. Focusing on finishing strong, staying in the zone, staying composed, and taking the best setups. Not over trading, not trying to pull as much money as I can out of the markets, just trying to take the best setups and walk away when I am nicely in the green, when I'm happy with my performance. Not sitting here all day trying to pull as much as I can out of the market. That's not what I want to do. I just want to be trading the best possible times. For me is sometimes pre-market and then at the open. and then call it. So that's probably my plan tomorrow or Friday, and that would be the close at the end of the week. So, all right, that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace.